Live from the Valley, it's your host, former Miss USA, Nia Sanchez.
Hey, baby. Okay, welcome to the Hold My Crown podcast, where we dive into life, pageants, reality TV, parenting, and so much more. Join us for special guests from your favorite reality shows and some of my very good friends, other beauty queens. This is Hold My Crown.
Hold my crown.
Hello. Welcome back to the Hold My Crown podcast. I am Nia Sanchez, and I have my incredible co-host and husband, Daniel Bucco, here today. Welcome, baby.
What's up, guys?
Did
How
I say
we
I'm
doing?
Nia Sanchez?
You said Nia Sanchez, yes.
I am Nia Sanchez Bucco.
Is there something you would like to tell me?
No. Nia Sanchez Bucco. It's just like automatic. I've been saying Nia Sanchez my whole life.
Well, you have been married for 9 years this month. So
That's true. It's our anniversary.
Get it right, get it tight, girl.
Yeah. But
you
we
look
are
very beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. You look very handsome.
You've been killing it lately.
Thank you.
Proud
Mama.
of you.
Thank you.
Not like you're always not just gorgeous, but
Thank you. No, I'm working hard.
yeah.
We have been
it shows, baby.
Thank you. We've been a little M.I.A. So we're back, and we're going to call this season 2 of Hold My Crown. I'm glad you're here. And it's a great day to have a great day.
It's a great day to have a great day. We are off to a great start, feeling great.
Yeah, if you guys need a little encouragement for the day, that's something that we try to say to each other every single day. We're not 100% on it, but we try to start off with good energy. So It's a great day to have a great day. This is the day the Lord has made, like something encouraging and positive.
Happy, grateful, and blessed.
Yes, that's how we start our day. So we're giving our good energy and our good vibes to you as you're listening and hanging out with us. So we're going to share with you guys a little bit of what we've been up to. We're going to kind of chat about what's going on in the world and some pop culture things. And then I also have questions that y'all dropped on my Instagram in the question box. So we're going to be answering some of your most commonly asked and most interesting questions, because we have a variety. So we're going to get all the fun ones going.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We're ready.
We have a lot more fun episodes of Hold My Crown coming up, but we will share those with you kind of towards the end of today's podcast. So baby, where we been? What we been up to?
Wow. What a summer. We were doing a special project that will probably be coming out next year.
Wink, wink. You might know what we're talking about.
Season 2, another season 2. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Wild, crazy, chaotic, beautiful, insane. Very, very busy. We were doing that. Our girls are on Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage on CBS, coming out October 17th.
Yeah, and when you hear this episode, it will be 1 week and 1 day away from when this episode is being heard by you guys. So very exciting.
So yes, we were shooting our show. The girls were shooting their show.
Yep.
I have been doing voiceovers like crazy. Yep. Just finished all 19 episodes of Rescue High Surf that's now out on Fox. So
give us a little example.
Check that out.
Like if you were working at the studio right now for Rescue High Surf, what would you be doing?
Oh, I'd be doing a lot of walkie-talkie stuff.
Give us an example.
Of voice matching. Command of District 7, come in.
Awesome. Yay. Good job, my love. I'm so proud of you.
Just a little piece. I can't give, too much away. It's just, it's just come out.
Yeah. So if you watch the show and you hear someone on a walkie-talkie and it sounds like Daniel, it probably is.
Yeah, it probably is.
Exactly.
And then when the zombies start coming out of the ocean, then, you hear just kidding. No zombies.
No zombies on that show. Okay. But yeah, we just got back from Michigan.
Hallelujah. We needed a little break, a little R&R, get out of L.A., visit my family in Michigan, which is just absolute paradise. My parents call it the fun house.
It is the fun house.
It's grandkid bait is what my dad calls it as well. They got a river in the backyard, zip lines, kayaking, swings over the river. Across the street is the lake.
They have a whole playground that they built in the front yard.
Yes, they have a massive front yard. And then you have the lake. which we took out the boats. We did
Yeah.
some sunset cruises, and just had an absolute blast.
Yeah.
But coming back has been a bit of a nightmare with the time change with the
Sleep
kids.
with children.
Yes, I think 2 days ago it was my turn.
Yeah.
'Cause we kind of switch on and off with who's going to wake up with the babies.
Yeah.
And I was up from 1 in the morning all the way till 6:30.
Last night, I was in a crib with a baby from 1 a.m. till 3:30. I don't know why they think 1 a.m. is the right time to wake up,
Listen,
but it is not.
We be getting in them cribs, y'all. Anything it takes at
And then
this point.
apparently-
More you than me. I'm more like, hey, let's let them cry it out for
Yeah.
a while longer. You're like, no, it's been 1 minute and 37 seconds.
I wait
We
7
need
minutes
to-"
at this point.
No.
Okay. Asher was with my mom since midnight. She said at midnight he crawled and snuggled
Oh
with her.
my gosh.
So we just got a lot of bad habits we got to fix. But
Yes.
I have
Sleep
some
training all
fun-
over again.
fun things.
Let's talk.
Did you hear that Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez chat about the Valley? Like
Yeah.
they watched season 1, and when they're
They
like
watched the
having
show.
girl time and they text and they phone call each other. When they phone call each other,
When
they
they call each other on the phone.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
talk about the Valley.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift knows who I am.
Yeah.
Selena Gomez knows who I am. Well,
Yeah. You know, my phone's been blowing up lately, and it says spam, but I think it is probably Taylor
Yeah.
and Selena.
they're like, hey, I want the scoop. Tell me what's going on.
Yeah. Sorry, Taylor and Selena, if I've blocked you on the spam phone calls. Also, Rihanna
Yes.
has come
Queen
out numerous
Riri.
times saying that she watches The Valley.
Yeah. She said she loves it. Like,
Loves it.
Loves
Obsessed.
it. She's obsessed. Who
Yes.
else? Chrissy Teigen. Someone sent me her Insta story where she was laying in bed watching TV, and I was on the screen in the background on Chrissy Teigen's
Wow.
craziness.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, this show's been it's been pretty wild. We had no idea how many people watch reality TV
People love Bravo.
and love Bravo. The
Yeah.
Bravo
Bravo Universe.
Bra-
Miss Universe.
the Bravoholics.
Yeah. Hey baby, what
Yes.
shows do you watch? Any reality shows? What do you watch?
I do. I love real estate. So I love me all the Selling Sunsets.
Oh, yeah.
The Selling OC.
Yeah.
Those are my two.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, there's new episodes of Selling Sunset season 8, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I never even watched season 7.
So he just did a binge in like the last week.
I did a
and
binge
caught
of
up on
season
everything.
7 and the reunion, and
Yeah.
So now I'm like finally caught up to season 8, which I hear Michelle, who's on our show,
Yeah.
is in one
Has
of
a
the
little
episodes, has a little
cameo.
cameo.
Shout out to
showing-
Michelle.
Showing one of her properties.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, she is.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are my two reality shows that I watch.
Yeah, I love it. I, as a woman in reality TV that shows up in films with no makeup on all the time, when I watch things like Selling Sunset, and I'm like, I wonder how much their outfit costs, and do they have a hair and makeup person come to their home every single day while they're filming for like 2 months and get full glam every day, or do they know how to do their own hair and makeup like that every day? They are full glam.
They are full glam.
Every time they film.
Yes.
Meanwhile, the cameras come to the house and I'm like, wearing pajamas and like, okay, should I put on real clothes by the time we start filming? So when we film our show, I feel like I'm showing it all, you guys. I'm 100%
We are very reality. Yes.
real life reality.
Yes.
Because
yes.
who dresses like that 24/7? I have no idea.
Listen, Netflix over there. Must have a bigger budget.
Maybe.
I'm guessing.
We're going to take a little break, and when we come back from the break, we are going to talk about, we're going to do some of your Q&A, talk a little bit more about life after reality TV, like what we've been experiencing lately, because life is so different, and a fun little part in the last section of the podcast. So let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back
Yo,
from
yo.
the break. We're here, the Hold My Ground podcast. You guys, I love hanging out with you. Like whoever's listening right now, I love hanging out. We get to hang out, chat, catch up.
You like hanging out with me.
I also love hanging out with you. We have time together away from the kids. We've had some wild travels because we've traveled on our own with all 3 small children.
Lord have mercy.
And also during those wild moments, we have been recognized like crazy. Like we're getting recognized like crazy. I didn't expect that. Like we've both gotten recognized a little bit here and there, you know, semi-regularly from Daniel being an actor, myself being Miss USA.
Yes.
It's a whole nother level with the Bravo world.
Yeah.
So do you want to tell a little story about trying to travel with 3 small children and getting recognized?
Oh my gosh. Are we talking about Chicago?
Oh yeah.
Lord have mercy. First of all, the amount of stuff that we have to pack when we travel is
insane.
Absolutely insane. I mean, you would think, we got massive stroller packs on our backs, each of us. We got babies on front, on the back, carrying babies, carrying strollers, carrying our luggage. It's
Car
like
seats,
we're like, about
luggage.
to freaking hike Everest. It's absolutely insane. And people can't do anything but just stop and stare. Not because they recognize us, but they're like, "How are you doing this?"
We look like a circus.
Is it
like a tornado or a circus? That's what we look like when we're traveling. It is insane.
But I got to give you kudos. I mean, you have like it down, to a path. We do this. We do this. We do. I mean, if I didn't have you, there'd be no possible way, and I would lose at least 2 of our 3 children in the process. Or I would just start running. I would just be like, just get me out of here. I'm getting on a plane. I don't care where it's going. You'd never see me again. Just kidding. But yes. So we are in Chicago. We're in Evanston, about to go to O'Hare, and we call an Uber. We have to be Uber Black SUV everywhere we go, which is the price of a plane ticket.
It literally is. And it's the only thing that will fit all of our things, though.
Exactly. We have 3 kids. We're fitting 5 people. And
2 strollers, 3 car seats, 3 pieces of large luggage. Like it's in 2 diaper bags, a milk bag.
Yeah.
It's insane.
So we call our Uber. He pulls up, and I'm like, oh, no. It's not a Suburban. It's not an Escalade. It's not, it's a Lincoln Aviator.
Yeah.
It's a big SUV with a big trunk, but not as big as trunk space as we need. But I try. We try to do it, do it all together. It's not working. During this time, babies are crying.
All the babies are crying.
We're realizing it's not happening. I'm pulling back. We're right in front of the hotel. People are just walking by.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
Ashley's
one
crying,
after
crying.
the other. Oh, my gosh. Are you good? Is that Danny
guys
from the Valley? Is that Danny from the Valley? Nia? Oh, my God. And the kids? Oh, my goodness. We love you guys. We're huge fans of the show. I mean,
our
was
children
just like,
are screaming, and they're just talking to us like nothing's happening. And we're trying to like soothe our children, like trying to give them like pacifiers and snacks and like smile and be like, oh, hi. But like our kids are
they're
screaming.
Like, can we take a picture? Can we take it? We're like, I'm holding a baby who's literally backbending, screaming.
No, Asher. You had Asher. The babies were screaming.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was absolutely wild.
And we're like, sure,
we'll
like, take a picture.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we're like, well, trying to just be, nice and whatever. That's our personalities anyway.
And we love it when people like stop and say hi. We think it's so fun. Like, oh, cool, someone recognized us. But when all 3 of our children are screaming and crying, and they like see our kids and hear our kids, and they're like, can we take a picture? I'm like, sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
It was just wild. And it was literally how many, like 7 to 8 people within like a 10-minute window. Like it was
probably
back
10 to 20
back.
minutes. Because guess what? Then we had to figure out we couldn't get an SUV.
Yeah.
So then we had to order 2
separate
black
big cars,
large SUVs, because we couldn't get
we couldn't fit everything
a big
in.
one. So we had to take 2, which now we're paying 2 plane tickets just to get to the airport to O'Hare. We're driving separate. We're like figuring out how we're getting there, who's getting there first, what we're packing, what we're unpacking, what we're repacking. It's absolute mayhem.
I don't know if we can have another kid. How are we going to travel?
That's what I keep telling you.
Dang.
If we were to have a 4th, we wouldn't be able to travel.
No.
Without help.
We'll make it work. We just need more money.
We would need a G6 private jet.
Oh,
That's what we need.
we need to make a lot more money then.
Exactly, homie.
Oh,
You better get to watering that money tree
Yeah.
that's hidden somewhere.
I'm working on it.
Okay. Let me know when it's
Oh,
ready.
Children are expensive.
You know, and people always said that. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I even tell people they're not that expensive. They're not that expensive. And you can do it in a way that's, more reasonable. You just love to travel.
Yeah.
And you love to get the most expensive things. Because usually it's a problem in America. You do have to pay a lot more for organic and for things that
Right.
don't have
The good stuff for your children.
exactly that
To like
actually
help
are
them
going
not be
to-
poisoned.
Right.
Pretty
much.
no big deal.
It's a huge problem.
Yeah, we can go move to Europe.
In the States, right?
Cost of living is less expensive. The food
Yeah.
is healthier.
Yeah, but yeah, with the show,
I'm actually trying to convince him, and he's ignoring me. Okay.
I'm just really surprised with the show already being out and hasn't been airing for
Right.
a long time that we're still getting recognized like crazy.
Yeah, I'm still getting DMs from people saying I just finished watching it. So
Right, right.
people watch it after it's aired, and
Right.
yeah, so
Yeah.
wildness. Okay.
Yeah.
We have some Q&A that we're gonna do, and I want you kind of pick through them. Ask me, because this was a Q&A on my Instagram, so a lot of the questions are for me, but we can chit chat about them as well. And then we're gonna wrap it up with after the next break by telling you kind of what is coming up on this next season of Hold My Crown and filling you in on what's to come just in life in general. Lots of exciting things. Okay, here are the questions.
Oh, I'm doing the questions.
You are asking me, and pick some good ones.
All right.
Because this Q&A was actually underneath something where I was getting Botox that day. And people are like, do you get filler?
This is the first question.
Hold on. And I said, but ask me anything about like being a content creator and like using social media. So like that was kind of the premise. But people asked me everything. People were asking about like fertility and like everything. So it's kind of random. You just go for it, boo.
Have you gotten filler? If so, where? Just lips?
So first of all, I am a Latina. Let's start with that. And if you look at my pictures from like high school, middle school, like, my youth, my lips were always very full.
A Latina who doesn't speak Spanish, by the way.
Wow. That's very judgmental.
It's not judgmental. It's a fact. Are you fluent in Spanish?
No.
Exactly.
Doesn't mean that it's not my DNA. That my grandfather spoke Spanish fluently and that my family is Mexican.
It's just hard to, when you claim, yes, you are a Latina.
Would you like to look at my ancestry.com?
I know
results?
you are. I know you are.
Okay.
I'm just giving you
Just being
little,
very
I was going
judgmental.
to say a hard time, but I'm going to say it's a love time.
Okay, moving on. Yes, I have had lip filler. I actually worked with Galderma.
What?
You were there.
I'm just kidding.
Wrestle and Kiss. But also for a minute,
Yeah, I was there.
They
I was
were
in the
like,
commercial.
we'll give you, more product if you want. We'll just send it to your dermatologist. I was like, send it my way. So I don't have to pay for my anything like Botox or whatever, a different brand. What's Dysport. But I did this was like 5 years ago. I got a little bit in my cheeks. It's all gone now. I didn't notice difference anyway, but I was like, sure, where else can you do it? But he was like, your face is good. You don't really need it, but we can give a little lift in the cheeks. So I tried that one time. What else? Give me another good question.
How's house hunting going?
Dun,
dun, dun.
We are going to look at like 7 or 8 houses tomorrow. So by the time you listen to this, we will have already gone to at least
Valencia.
like probably 10 mountains,
You're
10 houses.
only 15 miles away.
We are kind of getting close on our time, so your
Tomorrow.
your singing moments might
Yes,
need to
we are
be
finally
cut short.
fully pre-approved, and we are looking at houses mañana
Yes.
with our real estate agent. Moving on.
Yes.
Are you friends with Vanderpump Rules cast?
Yes,
Or is
we are.
is
Vanderpump
a
Rules.
different show? Like Vander Rules. Vanderpump Rules. Yes, we are friends with some of the cast of Vanderpump Rules.
Who are you friends with?
Tom Schwartz, my boy Brock and Sheena and Lala.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
Yeah. I'm friends with Sheena and Lala, of course, like the guys, Brock.
Oh, and the
Tom.
OG, Bo and Stassi.
We love
I still
them.
keep in touch with
Yeah,
Bo.
we love them. I keep in touch with Stassi through social media sometimes.
He's been trying to get back to Mosaic to come to church.
Yeah,
I gotta
totally.
Invite him.
And then, what else? Who else was it? Oh, Allie. We met her like one time
Allie
in
and
person.
James. Yeah, she's just the sweetest.
She's
both,
so sweet.
Both of them.
And so we kind of stay in contact through social media, or if we see each other out and about, But like more like Sheena or Lala, like we would go like hang with them, like Brock and all of them.
Yeah, kids the same ages and stuff like that. How did you come up with the kids' names? You want to talk about that?
Quick. Asher. We wanted a name that was biblical for a boy, for sure. Ever since I was a teenager, I was like, I want a biblical name for a boy. Asher is a name from the Bible. It means happy and blessed, which is how we felt and how he is. And so we were like, cool, that's it. It's different. It's unique. I thought it was unique. It was unique, but now everybody's named Asher. So
who came up with it?
You. Isabel. We both kind of came up with that name. And when we were pregnant with Asher, actually.
Yeah. When we were pregnant with Asher, I thought he was going to be a girl.
We both did.
Yeah. And I couldn't get Isabel out of my head. And I was like.
Isabel or Isabella?
Isabel.
Same.
And then when we found out we were pregnant with twins, we were like, well, the first one, we agreed very quickly on Isabel. And Soraya was all you.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I wasn't fully on board right away with it, but it just kept.
Well, I told you the meaning.
And then you told me the meaning, and it was like, done deal.
What's the meaning?
Helped by God.
Yeah, helped or protected by God.
Yeah. And she was having problems when
in utero.
In utero.
Yeah.
And she was helped and protected.
Yeah.
During that time.
Yep.
So.
Let's do like 2 or 3 more questions, and then we can have a quick break and wrap it up.
Oh, interesting. Is it true you have to pay taxes on all the free stuff you get? How do you afford that?
No.
Nope.
It is like if you just get gifted something, you don't have to pay taxes on it.
Right.
There is a difference if like maybe a bigger influencer gets a car for free and you still have to pay taxes on that. I only know that because my manager, I think you have to pay taxes on something like that big and that expensive because my manager was trying to talk to me about that. And we ended up not getting a car for free. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so there's little things like that. But no, if you're given pajamas or beauty products, you're not paying taxes on any of it.
Yeah. All right, last one. How does it feel to be married to the most ridiculously handsome man in the world?
Yeah, who wrote that one? Exactly.
Miranda Mendoza.
I'm so grateful to be married to the most handsome man in the world, but even more so, you are wonderful inside.
Aww.
The inside is what matters.
Yes.
Yes. And then the outside is just the cherry on top.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you.
That it, or are we keeping going?
Is there any other good ones?
Geez, so much about Botox.
Well, that's what the story was about that day, honey. Moving on. Scroll.
How do I get my kid into movies?
Yeah, we'll
Can
wrap
I touch
up
on
this
that?
Q&A
Because I just
section.
did a thing on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just did an interview, and it went into like OK Magazine and Us Weekly, and it kind of went viral. I forget who the initial person was, what magazine I was working with.
I think Us Weekly.
Possibly. But she reached out and said, hey, I'm doing an article. How do babies get in movies? How do, kids get in movies? The whole kind of thing. But it was more based on like newborn babies and stuff like that. And I said, I'm sure it varies for everyone. For us, I think the normal thing is there are agencies that take on babies, newborn babies, and you try to get a hold of that agency, and they meet your baby, and they meet you, and then they decide if they want to represent you, and then they submit. For us, was a very rare, I think, crazy story. You are a part of a Facebook twins moms group, and through that, someone had posted, hey, my agency, there's an agency that's looking for twins from this age to this age. if any of you have that and would want to submit, send a picture and I'll send it over. And you were like, hey, why not? And so you did. And she contacted us immediately and said, oh my gosh, these girls are perfect. I can't tell you what show it's for, but they are definitely in the running if you want to continue to do this. And you were like, yeah. And then you let me in on it. I talked to her about it. I found out more information on how it all works with babies and the whole thing. Obviously, with twins, it's better for labor laws because it's like the Mary-Kate and Ashley thing. You can have longer hours on set because one can only work for 20 to 40 minutes at a time. And if they need them to be more on set, the other one can work that time as well. So and they have double the time.
I do think in the entertainment industry, at least like in LA, for actual babies, if they need an actual baby on set, it's exclusively twins. Like they're not looking for one baby. Like they need to have the flexibility at the time. And just from our own experience, it's when it's under 6 months, just because I feel like we get asked this type of question all the time. When it's under 6 months, the children can only be on like property for 2 hours total, like in the trailer. And they can only actually be on camera for 20 minutes. So they have a baby nurse and they have a like a social worker that's there with a stopwatch. And when they're on set, they're clocking the time and they're very on top of it.
Who is this? Isabel?
What baby? How long? Yeah.
And then starting the time. Yeah. And then if it's over 20 minutes, says she's done working for the day, we have to use Raya the rest of the day.
Exactly.
Or vice versa.
Yeah. And now that they're over 6 months, it's 4 hours on the lot and then 45 minutes on set max.
It doubles.
Yeah. And they have now no longer have a baby nurse, but they still have their social worker, which kind of transitions into like the studio teacher. So as they get older, the studio teacher would actually do school with them. Which is kind of cool because our studio teacher, who we love, she was on Young Sheldon for all 7 years. Yeah. And she was telling me how, one of the girls that she was with started in like young elementary school. And, she's like a middle school, high school student.
15, 16.
Yeah. So young, early in high school. And so she would do school on set. So I think it's just really cool. And we can talk more about that another time. But we get asked those questions all the time.
So the show was Young Sheldon and ended up getting booked and did the last season of Young Sheldon. And then there was a spinoff of Young Sheldon, which was a spinoff of The Big Bang Theory.
Right.
And they are playing Baby Cece in the new show, Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, which comes out on CBS October 17th.
Yay. Okay, let's take a quick
break.
My
birthday and our anniversary.
Your birthday.
And our anniversary.
All righty, let's take a quick break and we'll come back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back from the break, guys. Alrighty. So you kind of, as we were taking the break, you were like, it's our anniversary and my birthday. But I think people should vote. I feel like we should have like a poll somewhere.
People should not vote about our wedding anniversary.
I think they should because
it's not how that works. We got married on my birthday.
Right, but I wanted us to get married on the 10th, which is 1 week before.
Yes.
Our dating anniversary was the 10th, and then 6 months later, like 6 months in like a calendar year, October 10th would have been like the half anniversary. So I was like, let's get married on October 10th.
And that was
And
the
then
plan.
I also love numbers like 10-10. All of that was the plan, but that was not available.
Right, the venue that we fell in love with was not available on the 10th.
It was only 9/11 or 10/17, which is Daniel's birthday. So Daniel made a sacrifice to get married on his birthday. But I told him, like,
not a sacrifice. It was the best gift I've ever received.
Thank you.
For my birthday.
But I told him, I was like, if we just every year for the rest of our lives say our anniversary is 10/10, like no one's going to know any different 10 years from now.
I know the difference.
Our kids are going to be like, oh yeah, their anniversary is the 10th.
We're living a lie.
No, it's our truth.
It's not our truth.
We can
not
make
our truth.
We can make it our truth.
You can't handle the truth.
So every year I celebrate our anniversary on the 10th.
She does.
I do.
She does.
Yeah.
She gets me gifts that say 10/10. 2015.
Any anniversary gift that Daniel has says 10/10.
These are the wrong numbers.
All of them.
We got
keychains.
She's trying so hard.
Yeah.
But you can't.
I will not give up.
The fact that it was 10/17.
So our anniversary is 10/10.
Oh my goodness.
At least that's when we celebrate. And then we celebrate Daniel's birthday on 10/17. I also want Daniel to have his own birthday and not to have that overshadowed by our anniversary, because you better be paying attention to our anniversary. So we need to have them separately.
Moving on.
Okay. What is next for season 2 of the Hold My Crown podcast?
I don't know.
I know. Okay. So our next episode next week, we're actually going to be talking about our fertility journey. I get dozens and dozens of DMs weekly asking about our fertility journey, because semi-recently, maybe a month or two ago, I posted that I was back at the fertility doctor, getting a checkup. I want another kid. We haven't decided if we're going to do that yet or not, but I wanted to know where I was at, because it was kind of crazy, scary low after Asher. And it was like, oh my gosh, I might not be able to get pregnant. So, because I don't have enough eggs in my body. So we'll tell you our whole fertility journey next episode. The one after that, we're going to be talking about Disney. We have a lot of personal stories and like money saving tips and kid tips and tricks. We have a lot going on there. We have some special guests coming up. And then something that I'm so excited that I maybe mentioned before, but it's officially launching, is Miss Mondays. So for at least the next handful of weeks, if not longer, we're going to be having state title holders join us on Monday and sharing their story and their experiences with you. So I'm so excited for Miss Mondays. That will start next week. And it's going to be so much fun.
Trying to get rid of me, don't you? Don't you know what sells this podcast?
You.
Exactly.
100%.
Exactly.
Yes, I know. You are the moneymaker over
here.
But
guess what? You're trying to get rid of me. You know, I'm not going to stop you. Do what you want. Just you reap what you sow.
People love the pageant community, and I want to create a space and a platform for these incredible title holders to share their stories.
Love it.
Also, because there's like a little bit of, we don't know what's going on with the Miss USA organization. We'll just say that we're not going to get into it anymore.
Let's get in it.
There's a lot we could talk about.
Let's get all up in it.
Also, if someone knows people high up at Miss Universe and
Universe or USA?
No, Universe. If anybody wants me to judge Miss Universe in December, just throwing it out there. Holler at your girl. I feel like I'd
You're
be
the best.
I feel like I would be a great judge, and this is probably one of my first years not coaching a contestant for Miss Universe because we were so busy over the summer. I haven't taken on any Universe clients, so there's a chance. Okay.
You're telling me there's a chance.
There's a chance. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and catching up. We've missed you.
Yes.
We've missed you so much. We're glad to be back on season 2 of Hold My Crown. Make sure you're hanging out with us. We're here every Wednesday, and we just can't wait to get this rocking and rolling through the last few months of the year. One thing that people are saying about October is it's like Hot-tober. Like this is your time to like kick it into gear for the last 3 months of the year. So
Hot-tober?
Hot-tober.
Hot-tober.
Something like that. Alrighty, make sure you are following the Hold My Crown podcast on Instagram. It's holdmycrown.podcast. Follow Daniel.
Yeah, follow me at Daniel Bucco.
There we go.
At Danny Bucco.
And follow me, Real Nia Sanchez. And make sure you are subscribed to the Hold My Crown podcast. Click that little plus button so that you are here with us every single week. We love you. We are cheering you on. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next week.
Love y'all.
Bye.
M.I.A Media Group.